Gale, Retro Game Side, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have less than 4 hours to go, and I'm not even halfway through posting 50 videos in 12 hours.
Didn't you have a YouTube channel that you posted on for years before starting on TikTok?
Why don't you do something that you did on YouTube?
Well, I guess I could. Need some help? He's the decently pleased video game kid. Today, we're looking at Arcade Archive's Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Switch. This game is super fun, if not super challenging. There are 6 main types of enemies to look out for: turtles, crabs, flies, 2 kinds of fireballs, and ice that will turn a platform to ice if you don't get rid of it in time. All of this with Mario's slippery physics makes for a hectic game that requires a good amount of skill. Mario Bros. Is reminiscent of Five Nights at Freddy's. If you're looking for some time to kill, have $8, and more importantly, are looking for that old school challenge, then I highly recommend this arcade classic. Bouncy Bob is a mediocre mobile game and a terrible Switch game. The only reason anyone bought it was because one day the price got slashed to 1 cent on the Nintendo eShop. And honestly, that's all it's worth. Super Mario 3D World on the Nintendo Wii U. Is it still worth it, even though the Nintendo Switch has the game and Bowser's Fury attached to it? I would say so. Super Mario 3D World is its own unique experience, and playing on the Wii U gamepad is a dream. New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS is a good game. Some say that it started an era of Nintendo producing mediocre, unoriginal games. And they may be right, but this is a good way to get into 2D Mario if you want high-quality Nintendo-made levels, which is more than can be said for a majority of Super Mario Maker. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best way to play Mario Kart 8. This is one of those Nintendo Switch ports that's essentially the game, all the DLC content, and some bonus content as well. So you might as well pick up this one if you're looking to get in the game. If you have a Wii U and only a Wii U, the Mario Kart 8 is still good, but if you think you might be able to get your hands on a Switch soon, save up for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Super Scribblenauts, the sequel to Scribblenauts, is a puzzle-solving game in which you have a journal that whatever word you write in it will become reality. Assuming the word has been accounted for by the developers at Fifth. Still a fun game, and even though it might be pretty rudimentary to go back to nowadays, no game will give me more nostalgia. It was the first game I bought when I got my 3DS originally.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs too.
3DS is as mediocre as a game can get. It's mediocre for a licensed kids game, and those are already usually pretty mediocre. It's essentially Fruit Ninja, but loosely based on the events of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. If you have a kid who enjoys the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs movies and has a Nintendo 3DS, this is for you. New Super Mario Bros. 2 is a fun game. I enjoy the new Super Mario Bros. Games, even if they're criticized for being largely unoriginal. They're still fun platformers with good levels, in my opinion, and the emphasis on coin collecting might make it seem like coins are worthless, but it's fun to see how many coins you can get. And hey, if you don't like coin collecting, try playing the game without collecting any coins. That's a fun challenge too. Super Mario 3D Land is a fun 3D platformer that focuses on linear level design. It's a good way to get into 3D gaming if you've never done it before. I highly recommend this. Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS has a subtitle that isn't lying. To me, Super Smash Bros. Is kind of like Mario Kart. Once the new one comes out, there's not a whole lot of reason to go back to the old one unless you want that specific experience again. If all you have is a 3DS, then it's still a good fighting game for the system, and it's better than its Wii U counterpart. However, if you have access to the newest Smash Bros., just play that one. Wreck-It Ralph on the 3DS is a better licensed kid game than Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. The game's story is a pseudo-sequel to the film, and the gameplay is a fun beat-em-up platformer featuring Wreck-It Ralph and Fix-It Felix Jr. I honestly had fun with it, and it's even good if you're not into licensed kids games. Mario Kart 7 is fun for 3DS and 2DS owners. However, Mario Kart is kind of like Smash Bros. If you have access to the newest game in the series, there's not a whole lot of reason to go back to the predecessors unless you want that specific experience again. It's still a fun game and definitely good as a bundle with the new Nintendo 2DS XL.
Super Mario Bros. 35 is a battle royale that pits you against 34 other players in a game of Super Mario Bros. The three core parts of the game are keeping your time up, collecting coins, and sending enemies to the other players. Defeating enemies will send that enemy to another player's screen and give you more time. The more enemies you defeat, the more time you get. This makes power-ups like the Invincibility Star and Fire Flower very valuable. Collecting 20 coins allows for a spin of the roulette wheel. The roulette wheel can give a mushroom, fire flower, invincibility star, or POW block, all of which can save you when you're in a bind. So be sure to collect as many coins as possible. The game is free for Nintendo Switch Online members until March 31st, 2021, so be sure to play it before it's too late. Can you make it to number 1?